in Regional Development Center Koper. And we are also part of the project AaCTA. I will be quite short because we are still in researching on the area. So about the Regional Development Center, we have a status of a Regional Development Agency of Coastal Karst region. We are 8 municipalities. And for the region, there is 37% of GDP generated by transport, trade, and catering business. Almost 20% of all tourists in the country are visiting our region. More than 60% of those are foreign. The transportation in 2019, more than every other person in Koper had a car. The 59 per 100 population. And for Slovenia, the statistic is for 54%. The annual sales per resident was about 41 cars per 1,000 residents. And for Slovenian car market, this year, new car market has seen sales plummet due to the effects of coronavirus pandemic, as almost everywhere. There was for the first 8 months, there was a fall of 26%. This might even rise till end of the year. And the exception is the electric cars, where the sales doubled. So this is a good indicator. In Slovenia, there was in first 8 months 884 new electric cars registered. So the last year, the percentage was 0.7% of total cars sold. This year, the percentage is 2%. The total number of electric cars in Slovenia is around 600. This is in around 0.5% of all passenger cars registered. So the numbers are still very low. There were around 3,600 approved and paid subsidies from the Eco Fund for the cars. The numbers were higher in the previous years. So in 2018 and 19, there was subsidies from 7,500 per electric car. And this month, they just fall to 3,500. And in the beginning of the year, there was 6,000 euros of subsidy per electric car. There is still quite a lack of the infrastructure for electric cars, but the situation is improving. In our region, around 60 charging stations for 100,000 population in the region on 25 different locations. For our region, electric cars are not the only decarbonization work that has to be done. As a transport and logistic center in Slovenia, there are much bigger polluters that is in the area. As a development center, we are working on more number of green mobility projects. The municipalities are investing in e-buses and promoting public transport. For example, in Koper, there are 2 electric buses and those 3 smaller ones you can see on the picture on the right. for the city center rides, and those rides are for free. We are also a big fan of electric and regular biking, and also through a lot of projects we are promoting and supporting the building of infrastructure for e-biking. And there are projects for the use of bike also through because of the altitude. We have, for example, those you can see bus for the bikes, and you can also take a bus, go somewhere in hillsides, and through this you promote biking even more. And also this year there was a project that we tried to test also with a boat, and it was a big success, even though the COVID we had quite big problems with it because of the distances between the tourists and bikers. Through the project AaCTA that we just started, we are planning further to support and raise awarenesses in municipalities in our region, especially with additional electric chargers and e-bike charging stations that we hope that we will help municipalities to establish. So thank you for your attention.